Back to the Future trilogy cast and filmmakers reunite for Josh Gad's Reunited Apart web series. For people that are not aware, Josh Gad has been doing his own streaming series where he basically is reuniting casts from different properties, different movies, TV shows, and he's reuniting them, online. So they don't actually all physically get together because obviously that's not feasible right now. But they do these basically just like what Dave and I are doing right now, and they have these shows where he interviews people, and they did one recently for Back to the Future. So I will make sure that I have this article available as I always do. I always put my articles into the description of the YouTube page so you can find these articles, and it has a link. So you can see here, there's Josh Gad, and then Christopher Lloyd, Michael Fox, Leah Thompson, which, by the way, she looks fantastic, I think, in this picture. I've always had a big crush on her, and I think she looks amazing in this picture, and this is obviously just a screen grab. So for anybody interested, I think they also had the director, some of the writers. I haven't watched it yet, but I think if you're a Back to the Future fan, you're going to be interested in this. So I just wanted to put that out there that recently Josh Gad did this. It's also being done for charity. There's some sort of fundraising aspect to this where they're trying to raise money for charity. It's a good cause. You can see an image here of Christopher Lloyd. He looks pretty good, actually. It's kind of funny. Christopher Lloyd kind of is ageless now at this point, ever since he got beyond Taxi. Obviously, he doesn't have the Taxi look, but he still has the Emmett Brown look. He definitely has the Emmett Brown look. And I'm a big fan of him as well because I think Star Trek 3 is one of the most underrated movies ever made. And of course, he was in that as well. So I think this is a fun thing. Had you heard about this, Dave, that they did this virtual reunion?
I had heard about it, and I had seen that they were doing this, and I thought it looked really cool and interesting. And it's interesting too because Christopher Lloyd actually has a brief segment actually in that. I think it's called Prop Works. I forget what it's called, but the Disney Plus show, because they talk about Who Framed Roger Rabbit, and he's actually in that too. And it's always fun seeing him. But no, this is really cool. This is really cool. I think this is really neat that they did this. So.
It's always nice to see Michael J. Fox because Michael J. Fox has Parkinson's, which, by the way, my dad has Parkinson's as well. So I kind of always have that little relation there as far as when I see him. I grew up on Family Ties. I was a big Family Ties fan. I loved Alex P. Keaton and all that kind of stuff. I think this would be fun for anybody if you want to check this out. Again, it's not just the cast. I believe the director's involved, some of the writers, some of the other people are involved. They have all sorts of stories about Back to the Future. And like I said, haven't watched it yet, but I think it might be a lot of fun for folks, especially if you're a diehard Back to the Future fan. And like I said, Leah Thompson looks great. And PJ says, yes, she does. Yes, she does. Seriously, I've always had a big crush on her. And PJ also mentioned, I've been watching The Goonies was good. That was the first episode that he did. He did a Goonies reunion. So that's also, if you're interested in that. And he's been doing quite a few, and I think he plans to do more. So it's just something that I think a lot of our viewers would be interested in.
If they ever did a Red Skirts feature film, I think Leah Thompson, I think she'd be really great to have in a Red Skirts feature film. So.
Oh yeah, I would love to see her in the Red Skirts uniform too. Definitely.
Well, very cool, very cool.